Good afternoon, everybody. This is Leo's here. Welcome to another podcast with me. And in today's podcast, I have here with me Rupesh, who is one of our students from our job coaching program, and he have done extremely well after the program. So we bring him in today so that he can share with you his journey with us and how did it feel like, and hopefully by the end of this podcast we can inspire more international students, more migrants to not lose faith and not lose hope in getting your dream jobs. So before we start, Rupesh, for those who don't know about you, in about 5 to 6 sentences, can you tell them who you are, what did you study, and where do you live at the moment?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank Leo for guiding me towards finding the dream job of my career. So I'm Rupesh 𝗡𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗥, basically a civil engineer from Nepal. I studied Master of Business Administration in Australia, and I was working in bits and pieces, I would say, working in grocery store and any other job that I could find, and always waiting to find a dream job to kickstart my career. And in the path, I found Leo. I heard from one of my friends about Leo, that how he guides people in getting the dream job. So I contacted him, and I wished that Leo should be the person that guiding me. So I contacted him, he helped me, and now I'm here. I got my dream job, and I'm happily moved.
Very, very nice. So now let's walk us back a little bit, Rupesh. So when did you come to Australia? Let's walk us back a little bit.
I came to Australia in 2018. At first, I applied for Central Queensland University, CQU, to study engineering. So I couldn't afford that, being single and all of that. I transferred to different subject. Yeah, that is my struggling phase. Now I'm here.
Got you. So at that time, do you still remember what was the first jobs that you did when you came to Australia? What was the first jobs?
First job that I did in Australia was a kitchen hand in a hotel.
Kitchen hand, huh? It's a tough job. It's not easy. It's a very tough job.
It was not easy at all. Not just like kitchen hand. It was difficult, not only physically, but mentally as well. So I found very hard going through that time, that moment. Those days were very difficult, Leo. I must say that.
Yeah. How long were you working in that role as a kitchen hand? How long was that?
I did 5-6 months as a kitchen hand, and then I did work as a cleaner in a plaza. I did work at a grocery store, and after coming to Tasmania in 2021, I was jobless for like 6 months.
Wow.
And then I got a job. In that 6 months, I was trying to get my own career, my dream job, but I didn't know about Leo at that time, so my path was wrong. The way I tried to find a job was wrong. I didn't know that time. And then after being jobless for 6 months, I worked in a meat factory. I was a meat packer.
Wow. Okay.
That was the time when I heard about Leo, and then I contacted Leo. So Leo helped me to get my dream job. I'm thankful to Leo. I will be thankful to Leo my life now. So
thanks, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. So I can see from here you've done a lot of different odd jobs, man. Kitchen hand, cleaning, grocery, meat factories, a bit of everything.
Yeah, that's right.
And I mean, as an international student, I guess a lot of students watching this, they also maybe also struggling like you, and they also went through what you go through. But was there any moment when you felt like, why is it so hard? Like, is there any moment you felt very disappointed, upset, and a bit hopeless? Was there any moment like that?
There were so many moments like that, Leo. I must say that. Being an international student, having the work right to work only 20 hours and pay the university fee, study assignments, it was really difficult. So I had that in my mind that one day I will be there. One day I will get what I want. So that kept me motivated.
Got you. So now within this time, how do you still remember how many jobs do you think you have tried to apply? Like, I mean, civil job.
I stopped counting, Leo. I stopped counting long way back. Like might have been 50s, maybe 60s, 70s jobs. But now I know that all I did was applied in the wrong process, or I was in the wrong path, wrong track in searching for a job. So I didn't have a regret about any of those, because every rejection inspired me, and every rejection taught me that I could be somewhere and I could gain what I want. So I have to do extra bit for gaining what I want and work hard. So I did that, and then I'm here now.
Good. So and if we talk about the mistakes that you made, I guess there's a lot of mistakes that you made when it comes to applying jobs. So for those who's watching this, what do you think are some of the mistakes before you join our program? What was some mistake you made in terms of applying for jobs that you made many times?
The first mistake was I didn't believe in myself at first instance. Even when I see the vacancy, I feel like, am I eligible for that? Am I good enough for that role? That is the first mistake that I made. And I can be sure that almost everyone, each of us international students, had that mistake. And the path, the track, and I didn't apply accordingly that I should have. I just applied for any other job searching website. By doing that, I don't think like most of my applications went to the employer. They just lost on Seek or any other websites. So and after applying, I didn't follow up. I didn't do nothing. I just sat there. In my mind, I said, I applied. Oh, I'll get a response within a week or so. But that wasn't the case. I lost my applications, and they didn't bother. They didn't know me. Who am I? Who was I for them? So the employer didn't know me. I didn't try to be known for them. So that was the mistake that I made.
Yes. So at that time, I guess you didn't know how to cold call. You didn't know how to follow up. You didn't know how to fix your CV, cover letter.
I never heard a word cold call before that. I had never heard cold call. I didn't know what that was. Yeah.
Okay. Got you. And fast forward, like obviously now that after you join us, and obviously things change very much for you, and I guess you learn a lot along the way.
I did.
What were maybe top 3 lessons that you learned from our program that you really wish that you should have learned that long time ago? What are the top 3 things that you take away from our program?
The first thing is the way that we apply the job. The way that we are like, we only search the job in the job program, or that like we were never confirmed that we want to apply for this job. We just keep on searching. Without any track or without any particular things in mind. So the first thing I learned from Leo is how to search and how to apply for the job. And the second thing that I learned from Leo is to never underestimate myself. Never underestimate myself. If anyone before me that can find a good job that they learn in their country, I can be the one as well. Leo helped me keep my self-belief intact. And the third thing that I learned is to cut negative people. There are just 50, 55, 70, 80% of people that pulls your leg when you are going towards summit. So every time I was going to achieve my job, I keep cutting people, the negative people. And being said that, apart from that, I learned from Leo is to make my CV standard, track my job, and the templates about cover letter, writing cover letter, speaking, the cold calls, the interviews. And Leo helped me going to the live interviews and cold phone interview. So yeah, I can say only 3 things. I learned most of the things from Leo.
So obviously, there's a lot of things, right?
Yeah, three things won't be able to describe what Leo teaches.
Oh, thanks. So because for a lot of people listening to this, cold calling is a very new concept. And I remember the first time when I tell you to call the employer, I think for you, that was also quite a new thing. So do you think cold call is an important, and how does cold call help you in landing this role as well, like talking to the employer on the phone? Is that useful for you?
Cold call is, I think cold call is, if not the most, one of the most important aspect of getting a job. Cold call is basically letting employer know that you exist in the job market. So you are a resourceful manpower that is looking for a job, but the employer already don't know about you. You are an invisible person. So basically cold call is the thing that you call the employer and let them know about your, not the cons, but the pros that you have, that you may be the asset for the company, or you can do great things for the company when they hire you. So cold call is the first step, I think, towards getting a job, towards explaining yourself.
And do you think the script that we give you, we give you this cold script, the questions, what to say, how to say it, do you think that is useful to have a script with you?
Not for your script, Leo, I couldn't have done that. The cold call that you give, that is great, that is good, that is the best, I think.
Great, thanks. So now we talk about the call, and then obviously follow up as well. I think that before this, I don't think you follow up a lot after you apply. How does follow up play a role in you landing this role? And how many times do you follow up with this current employer that you just got the job? How many times do you think you follow up?
I can't say how many times I follow up, but many times. Many times. Following up after you applied for a job, you don't know whether your application is lost or is on track of getting to the employer. But when you do follow up, you get direct contact with the employer, and you can ask about your application, the process, the future, what they hold for these applications. So following up was a good thing, very good thing, that almost every applicant should do, whether they're applying from Seek or any other job searching sites or the employer website. So go to the employer website and search for any human resource manager or your position manager, and then start calling them. That is the message that I want to give to all of the people applying the job. Go to the website, search for the people, start calling them.
Exactly. Just pick up the phone and start talking.
Pick up the damn phone.
Exactly. That's how I say. That's right. Now, for those who are curious, can you walk us through how do you get this role? Like just roughly, what are the steps you take to get these positions?
The first step was, I think I saw the advertisement in one of the sites, and because council job applying from the site is not possible here, so I went to the council website and looked for the criteria if I am like fit in the criteria. So when I see the job description, I found myself very good fit for the role. I went through all of that, and I think I have written a selection criteria. Before that, I think I took help from Leo to write my CV and my resume, my cover letter and everything. Leo gave me the format, and I just followed that in writing the CV and the cover letter things. And I have written the selection criteria that again I showed to Leo. He helped me in correcting some of the things there. And then after I applied to the website of the council, and the next day I started following up. I started to call them. When they didn't reply my call, I was able to email them or them. So sometimes I didn't get the response. The other time I did. And then after I think I called them more than 5-6 times in 10-15 days. 10-15 days, I called them more than 6-7 times. And then I got an offer for an interview. So the first interview was a Zoom interview, video interview that I was able to clear. And then they called me again for the face-to-face interview. And then I cracked it. I took advice from Leo about how to attend, how to answer every questions, what could be the possible questions. So from applying till getting the job, between interviews and everything, Leo is great. Leo have done great.
Great. And how does that make you feel now, Rupesh, that now that you work in your field?
You can already see me how I'm feeling. out of this world here. Because by this job, it's not only the job, not only the money, but my visa is secured now. So that's the most important thing for us, for all of us international students. As you can see me, what is
It's
my
like a relief.
It's like
a relief.
I couldn't explain any more about my feelings right now. You can see me.
Yeah. Because obviously, because you are in Tasmania, so you know very well that without a good job, it's very hard to get your nominations and your PR here. So
Exactly.
the fact that you got a good job, that really set you apart from the rest, and it really helps you with your nominations and everything, isn't it? And I think that's a big step for you, and I'm so happy. So probably last questions here, Rupesh, for those who are watching this and they're just thinking whether should they join our program or not. Like, what do you say to them? Do you think they should invest in our job coaching program?
If you are an international student and you are struggling to find your dream job or your mainstream job that you studied back home, you should join Leo. In any of the program, not only gold, silver, and whatever Leo offers, just join him. Just listen to what he has to say. Pick up the damn phone and start calling him. Just join Leo. That's it. That's only my conclusion to all of my fellow students. Just join Leo and listen to him. Follow. Don't do anything else. Follow what Leo says. That's it.
Yes. Yeah, and I really appreciate your acknowledgement. I'm so glad, Rupesh. I'm telling you, when you tell me you got the role, man, I feel like I got the job, man. I'm like, is it I'm got the job or he got the job? Because me and Erin and everyone here, we are very happy to see your success, man. This is really inspiring.
Thank you.
So I hope you will continue to do well, and please tell your friends about us so we can help more people.
I will highly recommend Leo. And wherever I go from here, whether if I stay in the job for like how many years, how many months, don't care. This is the start of my career. And Leo helped me get here. So wherever I go from now here on, you will always be remember Leo. Doesn't matter.
Thank you. Now you spend with us the silver package, right? Is that right? You with us for the silver. So for those who are watching this, so we have 3 packages. So the one that Rupesh went for was the silver package. How much was that at that time when you paid first? But how much was the silver?
1650 was it?
Yeah, 1650. Yes, I think so. Yes. Do you think that's one of the best investments from 1650?
Not one of that is the best investment that I did.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, they say it's a lot of money. I'm like, okay, it's only a lot of money until you wait and see what it can do for you.
Exactly.
And it's actually not a lot of money at all.
I invested. That's nothing. That's nothing. What I will be getting or I am getting now. That's nothing.
Thank you so much, Rupesh. You take care, and I hope you stay in touch, and all the best. Okay. But thanks for joining me today, man.
Okay, thank you.
You take care. You take care, Rupesh. Bye. Bye.